I'm Parson, and today we are going to be talking about Apex 2013 and SCR 2013, SoCal Regionals. And we have a few guests here. A few of them have been on the show. All of them have actually been on the podcast already. So we'll get straight into it. We have Jimbonator here again for Apex, and we have Xephukai, one of our own from SCTier. Yeah, that's him. And we have some other guests. One of them is never going to be revealed, and the other one is a great one. What's up?
Hello, sir.
Okay, so we'll just jump right into things. Let's start off with Apex. It happened earlier on in January. So, Jimbonator.
Yes.
So
funny.
Let's
go.
Let's just get right into things. We already introduced you in your in the pre-Apex podcast, so we won't really go too much into that.
All right.
So we'll just talk right about the event. Give us a brief overview of Apex 2013.
Well, it was in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and as you probably all know, it was a Smash event. But it featured all sorts of FGC shit there also.
Okay.
Like, what specifics do you want to know?
Just maybe some brief opinions on it, stuff like that. Just
like, dude, who at the tournament, as an overall skill level, did you see that we didn't know? Like, I don't want to say random, but you know what I mean. Some new guy. Did you see anything?
Yeah, talk about a bit about the players there.
Turnout was disappointingly low. It was only about 19 people.
Okay.
Newcomers, I think there were a few. One guy traveled from Ohio. It was Gotsu. He was okay. I think he got 9th.
Okay, not so bad.
But
place.
But the thing is, all the names that made top 8 are people we already knew. There were no surprises, really, in my opinion.
Okay, so you'd say there weren't really any upsets or anything results-wise?
Not particularly. I mean, people didn't know Woes was going to show up, but then he actually did end up taking the whole thing.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty big game changer for that event, Woes actually showing up. So, yeah.
As far as the venue itself, it was very spacious, bigger than NEC even.
Okay.
But it was a Smash event, so you had very particularly special looking people there, special booths there, like
what?
a Brony booth.
I
thought
so. The event itself was more something a bit larger than a typical.
It felt
FGC
like a
major.
Yeah, it felt more like an expo rather than a fighting game tournament event.
That's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, it is actually pretty cool. So now that you brought that up, would you mind kind of explaining what the whole layout of the event was? Because I know the main stage was kind of consistent for most games. I think it was only the one stream, as far as I know. There might have been a few others, but
yeah, there was Jaxel's stream and some other Smash stream.
Okay.
But Jaxel's stream was on the main stage.
Okay. So there was that. What else about the space? Anything stand out?
I heard there was a dude who took camp on the stage while top 8 was top.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
That's cool.
I mean, Soul Calibur players, we all knew each other. We introduced each other to the new people, and it was all good. We all got along. We didn't really talk to any other people there. A weird thing that happened was during top 8, some random guy just walked onto the main stage and laid down like he was about to take a nap there. So I mean,
I'm sorry, that was me. My bad.
There we go, mystery solved.
I was really tired.
Yeah, ruining everything.
Wait, so the thing is,
stage that was streaming.
Well, the guy didn't make the stream because he was kind of off camera, but everyone watching the players thought, "What the hell was this guy doing?"
Dude was Don.
Why didn't you go kick him in the head?
I would have kicked him off. Honestly, I would have been like, "Dude,
you gotta leave.
Well, he left eventually. I think everyone.
How long did it take?
Yeah, so does a rapist.
About 5 minutes.
I imagine the grand final stage, some shit you see at a school. And he just is hanging over the ledge of it, with his arms all out and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like it is a
Is that
Smash
what they
event,
do?
and so say what you will about Smash players, but a lot of them don't have proper tournament etiquette. I feel.
Or hygiene.
Well, that too, and,
That's
and
normal,
another
dude.
surprising thing, there was
that's
actually like a
somewhat
chunk
consistent.
of attractive-looking females there, and it wasn't just because the ratio of neckbeard to women was so high. These women were actually legitimately attractive. And I'm like, what the
Fuck.
hell? I don't get it.
Oh, that's so gay.
So good Zeph wasn't there.
I
Yeah,
know, dude.
there'd be a lot of ones on his scale there.
Good call.
There we go.
That sucks. I wish I was there now. Were they like, did they have boyfriends and shit?
Probably some were alone, but I won't get too much into that.
Yeah, the ones without boyfriends, they're probably just whores. Actually, they're all whores.
Yeah.
There you have it.
As for the event
And the
itself,
podcast.
There you go, Apex.
it
That's all
was
you need to know.
run. Oh, okay, but it was run fairly well from what I gathered. Like the tournament organizer, Alex Strife, was a really endearing guy. He really cared about what was on schedule at the time.
That's pretty cool.
I mean,
Yeah,
so yeah, like,
I heard they
so, like-
fucked him over.
but like, I'm sorry.
I heard they fucked him over. Just a side note, real quick. I'm sorry.
Oh,
But
I mean,
a whole bunch of people stole his shit when they left, and like he's talking about, he's not going to be able to throw another one because it's just bullshit how people
Apparently,
just took
like-
all his shit.
I didn't know about
What?
that.
Okay, so we had a little bit of technical issues. The internet here in Canada is very poor, to say the least. So
Poor.
we left off. Yeah, we were talking about Apex and more specifically about how at the end of the event some of the equipment had gone missing and stuff like that. So if you guys want to, continue talking about that, by all means.
I bet I rocked the max. He took it. Guarantee it. He looked
Well,
like the type of guy.
Racial profiling aside,
Dude,
yeah, apparently.
whitest I've ever met.
What?
Government?
That's the whitest black dude I've ever met.
Dude, you've
Yeah,
met me.
he's
How?
a pretty
Say
white
that.
guy.
Like, do I out black? Really?
You look like you're about to start dancing the cumbia or something, like you're Cuban or some shit.
Okay, then, well.
Shut the fuck up. He totally does look cute. You stupid ass.
I want to hear you say coño.
I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so Jim, you were there. Maybe you have something valuable to say, considering other people are not saying.
Well,
things.
I did not hear about the theft till after I got back home.
Okay.
So I guess this happened Sunday.
Likely story.
Yeah, that's my alibi. I was not there. No, but it was a shame because the TO was actually a pretty endearing guy, and he did his best to try to accommodate us, despite him knowing it's a Smash tournament and they take precedence. But I want to respect the other players too.
Yeah,
But I guess some assholes from wherever stole his crap because why not? I'm never going to be in this state again. So
yeah, it's really too bad that kind of thing still happens. I mean, for like an event for Apex too. I mean, the Smash community, from my understanding, is pretty large, and the equipment they're using, I'm pretty sure they're using CRTs. I could be wrong, but
yeah, for Melee they were.
Okay.
I knew that much.
yeah. So those things, like I'm maybe they didn't steal CRTs and stuff, but just the fact that they had to organize all that stuff and like that's really really demanding, and especially because they had so many players, they would have had to have a lot of that. It's really sad that people started stealing the equipment and stuff. So yeah.
That's bullshit,
Especially someone who's doing their best to accommodate our scene.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Exactly.
spitting in their face, really,
Okay.
when that happened. So it's really,
I mean,
really
if I
unfortunate.
found out where it probably we'd all have to bust their shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll just
I've
send,
got
we'll just send
California
parties
again.
to
Yeah, I got this. But yeah.
Well,
So
that was the first of fives.
okay. Yeah. So if there's anything else about Apex before we kind of get into the bulkier content about it, just like a first glance type thing.
I mean, it was a really large event, despite it being for Smash. A lot of people, good venue, a lot of good places near it. So,
Okay.
and I'll be like, I might go there again next year, but I'll be a little skeptical about it because Alex Strife probably won't run it again because of the crap that happened.
Yeah. Really, really unfortunate again. But yeah, if you had to like, because you were at NEC also, so
Yes.
how would you compare it to that event?
Well, I had more fun at NEC, honestly, but
It's more traditionally a bigger Soul Calibur event, so that's more
yeah.
that's understandable.
I think also the fact that Apex came so soon after NEC, it kind of deterred a few people from traveling there because, oh crap, another event to go to in
Yeah,
another month. I don't have time to prepare for this.
Yeah, there are a few coming up. Like there was, Apex obviously, SoCal Regionals, quite far away, but still.
Yeah.
And soon up we have Winter Brawl in February. So, and then of course
Exactly.
everybody's planning for final round. So it's not exactly easy to make all these things.
Yeah. So I mean, it kind of fell at an awkward time.
Mm. Okay, well,
That's all I have to say.
yeah, no, that's good. So, yeah, so we'll kind of jump to the other side of things, over on the West Coast. So, Zeph, let's talk SoCal Regionals. Same
West side,
deal
yeah.
here. Yeah, same deal here. Just give us a basic overview of what you thought of the event, venue, players, stuff like that.
As far as the event goes, the venue was pretty sick actually. It was like in a college convention center, right upstairs. We had like Subway and Wendy's and Starbucks and shit, and then there was like college women everywhere.
Also,
And I'm not exaggerating. Like I saw more girls at this tournament, and they weren't even. It wasn't like they were at the tournament. It was because they were at college. They were at school. So I pretty much roamed a lot of the time. The event itself Tomahawk ran it pretty well.
mm-hmm.
There wasn't really any hiccups. There was a hiccup at the end when they almost didn't stream us, but that wasn't really on Tomahawk. That was on Level Up.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of came up to us after we've been waiting, saying we're not gonna stream you guys anymore. And at that point, I was like, "Oh fuck! Well, we just get this over with so I can get drunk." So, what we were about to play, and then he like stopped us and said, "We're good to go." So,
okay.
I mean, at least they came through, right?
Mm-hmm, exactly. But yeah, we'll get a little bit more into that later. I know a few of us have a bit to say on that, so we'll leave that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, anything else?
The pools were pretty well rounded, I would say. Like,
Here.
kinda, it was hard because it was well rounded in the fact that all the killers weren't in one pool, but there were like 2 players in each pool, or like 3 players in each pool that had a chance of making it out.
Yeah.
Some had 4. I think like 1 had 4 actually, but
yeah, I remember.
So I thought that was kind of cool, like fair, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me see what else. The setups at that day 1 were actually pretty sick. We had our own little table dedicated to us for the whole day with 4 setups.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And then on day 2 also, but yeah, day 3 was all 2D. So
yeah, that's too bad.
But yeah, it was pretty fun. You know me, man. I always go out and kick it more than I play, so I always end up having fun.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anything else? Or is that good overview of everything?
Well, are we just talking about the event itself? Well, yeah, we'll just keep it at that for the event.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look at it a little bit more in depth. Okay, so we got that. We have a decent look at Apex. So let's get into things a little bit more in detail. So looking back at Apex, yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, so we talked a little bit about, entrance and things, Jim. You mentioned that it was around 19 or something, right?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay. So let's talk a bit more about like results and kind of the matches and stuff. So what were the results for Apex?
Well, Woes took first. Ramon took second, and I took third as far as top 3 goes.
Okay.
If you want to go in top 8, 4th went to Thermidor. 5th was a tie between IROC the Maxi and Omega XCN.
Omega's cool.
And then for 7th, you had Sandman and Bibulus.
Sandman's my boy. And Babyless is pretty cool too. Guys.
There you go.
Yeah.
A little bit of an analysis there from Zeph on the top 8.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
Okay, so yeah, there's
Damn,
the
I-
results. I'm going to assume there weren't pools for this event.
No,
That
it
wouldn't
was
really
just
make sense for that.
yeah, it was just one big bracket,
Okay, yeah, that's what
and
I.
that was probably the best way to structure it given the turnout.
Okay, so I know you mentioned that there were maybe at least some new players. I know you talked about someone traveling from Ohio. For the players
Exactly.
that did seem new, or the ones at least you haven't met, how were they received? Did they like fit in with everybody? Did they kind of get to meet everyone? You know, hang out with them and stuff like that?
Yeah, the people who wanted to play at the casuals, like they sit in fine. I mean, granted, a lot of the people there were people that already went to NEC and were regulars
Yeah,
of these Northeast tournaments.
Mm.
So, I mean, I'm trying to think off the top of my head that any new blood came besides Gotsu, and I can't really think of any.
Fool.
It's GOTSU.
SU. I know.
Anyway,
I know
Alright.
it is. Got you. Ask him yourself. Go message him.
maybe we can get him on this podcast.
Alright. I apologize if I'm butchering your name.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's a Berserk fan, man.
No, wait,
Okay.
wait. These are two different people. The guy you're thinking of, and I can't believe
He's
I'm
thinking of
actually getting
this
into
guy.
this, is you're thinking about the Gatsu guy, and he's from Italy, I believe.
Fuck.
Yeah. So this is a different
Yeah.
guy. This other guy is. You said it was GOT?
Yes, he's
Yeah,
a Natsu player from
It's the
Ohio.
guy. So yeah, you got. You're
I
thinking
bet
about
he's a
the Gatsu
Berserk
guy.
fan. I'm gonna ask him.
One
You go
is
ask
a
No,
him.
he-
Berserk fan.
He was a
and
very
the other is a
chill
Berserk.
guy.
He's a
He was a-
Berserk fan.
Anyway,
Okay.
where
yeah.
was I? I'm sorry, I got
He
sidetracked.
We
was
were
a
talking
chill
about
guy.
new players and how they kind of fit in with everything.
I mean, they fit in fine. I mean, Gochu was a little on the shy side, which is honestly something a lot of first timers are guilty of.
Yeah.
But
Psh, I wasn't.
well,
I
except
was all over
Steph.
the place.
Yeah, everyone except Zeph because he's he's the best. So I didn't expect.
But I
him.
mean, as terms of other new players, there were a few entrants that were probably Smash players. Like there's this one guy who entered every single game on the lineup.
Wow.
For
Nice.
whatever reason, I don't fucking know, but
Probably
whatever.
just
That's cool.
enjoyed
I
it,
mean,
dude.
supporting all the scenes. That's always.
Oh yeah,
tough.
I mean. So yeah, so he like entered everything. There were a few other people. A few people were watching. Like this one guy said, "Man, I sure wish Devil Gin was legal." Then I
That's-
kind of went to the other side of the room.
I would have raved.
That's a smart guy, whoever he was.
Whoever this
Shut up.
man on the podcast talking just now, he should just be removed. I think. But
Damn.
anyways, we'll leave that under the rug. Yeah, so new players and everything, that's cool. Let's talk a bit about spectating. How was that set up? How was Soul Calibur received for finals? I don't know if it was like on the big screen for not pool.
Did he
but,
say
outside of top 8? How was all?
No, everything outside of top 8 was on our little station
Okay.
for our little caliber systems, which was actually provided by Big E and those people. So shout out to them for making that work more.
That's what's up.
Didn't know about that.
Yeah, forgot to mention that. Also, then top 8 was on the main stage. And, I mean, the Caliber people were hype and really into it. But
Expected.
as for other people, it was kind of dead.
Oh.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Like there were people watching at least, I assume.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I just don't know why bring that up. Though. Why bring that up? Why bring that up? That makes no sense to me.
I'm just
Bring what up?
but whatever. Anyways, because like at NEC, I remember we had the finals, the top 4 on the big screen, and we had players from literally every community, and they were all watching. Everybody was getting hype, and that was the big surprise. So, it's Northeast tournaments. I just was curious, just to see if that's the same type of.
Got Jimbo shit on us, but you saved it. Good man.
I'm
What?
saying, The issue was it was a Smash tournament, so it was predominantly being watched by Smash players who don't care about this stuff. That was one of the main issues.
Okay, that makes sense.
Don't be angry with me. I love you.
Okay, so there's a little bit of that. Yeah, anything regarding results, numbers, all that stuff that we just kind of talked about. Any last remarks?
One thing I didn't like was something concerning the schedule. So, well, yeah, sure, him too, I guess. But it was something concerning the schedule because before us there was like the Smash 64 Grand Finals, and they finished early. So Jaxel wanted us to go early, but we didn't want to have any of that, despite him being persistent in the fact. I mean, because you don't stream Soul Calibur at all until top 8, and you want us to be pushed back earlier for the people who are looking forward to this are probably going to miss it and get mad. That I didn't really like. We should have kept on. We did keep on schedule because we managed to find a way to make that happen.
Yeah.
But just like the thought of that, like, oh, let's do it early. It was like, no, get out.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because it's a big issue that we have, and y'all invited on this podcast, so we're gonna go to the side real quick. That's a big issue that we have, and I don't want to step on Jaxel's toes because he's the one who's doing the streaming and everything like that. But the fact of the matter is we keep getting rescheduled and all this bullshit for other games. Some other people are saying some shit, and that's the kind of shit that needs to stop. Because that shit happened at NEC, that shit happened at NEC last year, that shit happens at Summer Jam, that shit happens everywhere we go, and that's bullshit. And I hope one of these motherfuckers listen to this shit because that needs to stop. When we're going, no, we're going to stream Tekken Casuals instead of your tournament, there's a problem there.
Exactly.
And I think people need to speak up on that shit because everybody complains, but nobody really just speaks up and makes their voice heard on it.
Hey, read the Skype chat real quick.
You need to go on because that's bull. I don't. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. I don't know why they do this shit.
I think part of the reason, like, I'm not quite sure because I've never really known what kind of goes on with streaming and stuff like that. But from my understanding, like I know at the last NEC, like where we had the SC5 demo and stuff like that, and we didn't have any any of the Soul Calibur 4 tournament streamed.
Right, and the text was like,
yeah, and all that's and like all the other games and stuff were there. I'm not sure if Jaxel was paid by like Namco or something to get Tekken, because that was also in its its demo build at NEC. So I don't know if they they had any persuasion on that or what's going on there. But I know other games were also streamed, so I'm not sure if there's some kind of something going on there or if it was just his choice.
Okay, I don't mind if whoever's streaming or whatever, they're doing it because that's their money. They gotta do what they have to do. That's fine. But you're having, because you mess up on your schedule or somebody has a last idea, you're gonna change up our entire tournament. Like you're gonna say, we're supposed to start matches at noon today, but no, we're gonna start at 10. If y'all streamed, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hold on, like
that stuff like that, I don't agree with. But like as far as everything else went, it's up in the air. But that definitely, I agree. That's kind of ridiculous.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then hey, Erm showed you could stream that shit real well.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You don't if it has to deal with sponsors and all that shit. I'm not looking for Spooky. Fuck Spooky.
Dude,
all this. I mean,
smoked me out, man. You can't say that. They're cool people.
Hey,
yeah, I mean, like, hey, at least they streamed our game at NEC, right?
Yeah, dude. And then if you notice their YouTube videos, they got the most hits. Like we got like 1,000 to 3,000 views on Calibur because it's on the.
Actually, I won't get into it now because this is something that I know we want to talk about later on some future thing. But one thing that I think we need to really worry about is because we're a smaller community, we're taking all these little like the little handouts, and that's bullshit. We're never gonna grow if that's what we're gonna keep doing. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to take care of our own shit in house because it's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. You want to stream Virtual Fighter? All right, yeah, all right. Oh no, we only had 4 matches, but yeah, okay, no, thanks for doing it, guys. Suck my dick. And that's my attitude towards it because that's bullshit. We don't need to be taking handouts. Anything that helps us grow, okay, that's fine. But when we're being treated like a second rate type thing or anything, like why do we need to go there for? I didn't spend $600 to go there and be like okay, we'll get into that in a second because I know what you were talking about for SCR, Zeph. But we are all viable money spenders, I guess you can say. And
yeah, it's like we're all spending the same, so we should
Be
getting
treated equally.
yeah, exactly.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand if you have to cater to a larger community, that's fine, but at least we should have the same equal treatment, if not in smaller increments. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I mean. It's like, okay, people are here to watch Marvel or Street Fighter or, and everything like that, but you will never move that shit around for another game. You know what I'm saying? You would never do that shit. So that's my whole thing. I just think that's something that we all need to look at as an actual community. That
What
we
the
don't
hell
need to
is
be
that?
just taking handouts and somebody to say, "Hey, that's bullshit. Fuck you," and I'm done.
All right. Yeah, definitely. I know what you're saying there. We will get into that maybe in another podcast or something. I know we'll have a little to talk about that in regards to SCR coming up. But yeah, we'll definitely be looking at that. And thanks for bringing that out. It's a really important issue in our community right
Fuck.
Yeah, we
now.
need
Okay,
like
so here we go. This is again another apology for some. It doesn't matter because I'm gonna edit it out so you won't even notice. But more technical difficulties. That's all you needed to know. So
Yeah.
we left off talking about Apex and the whole spectator experience and the stream and the scheduling and all that. So we're kind of gonna segue into SCR and talk about the same things. So Sean, let's we'll talk we'll talk about kind of the same thing. So at SCR, how many entrants were there for Soul Calibur 5?
There were 38 entrants, which is
Okay,
actually
so
pretty cool.
yeah, that's higher than the average tournament actually. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
a pretty
like
good tournament.
you get around that number, sometimes like 30, 32.
Yeah.
Usually. But yeah, it was like pretty much everyone from the West Coast, like, save a few people, like maybe like 5 people were missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much everyone was there.
So yeah, sounds like a pretty good turnout. Yeah, it's pretty good to hear.
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. There were pools and everything, right? 4 pools.
Yeah, there was 4 pools. I don't remember who was in all of them, but I
Yeah.
can tell you top 8.
yeah. Let's talk about the results.
Pool 1. Oh fuck.
Hmm.
Pool 1 was Kinetic Clash and I Adore Bunnies.
Yeah.
And it was
So known
funny
as
because
Caliber Addict.
yeah, Caliber Addict, whatever.
Yeah.
His alter ego.
Yeah.
Basically, Exit Wounds was also in this pool, and I personally thought he was gonna make it out, but he beats I Adore Bunnies. Oh, let me start with Kinetic. That dude just pretty much runs through everyone. Charbin almost beat him though, which was pretty cool, but yeah. Yeah, he gets out, and then Exit Wounds and I Adore Bunnies had to play for the second spot.
Yeah.
Basically,
some of that was on stream, so we did get to catch a bit of that.
Yeah, on stream, Exit Wounds beat him, and even after he beat him, he came down and started complaining. I was like, okay, you just won the damn match, dude. Anyways, then I actually thought that he was just gonna run over I Adore Bunnies, and come to find out, I Adore Bunnies makes it out. So that means, I guess what I Adore Bunnies did was beat him 2-1. knocked him into losers, and then beat him 2-0. That might be wrong, but I remember there being 2-0.
I remember we saw the first match. I can't remember if the second one was streamed. Maybe someone else here.
No,
It was not. It was
Okay.
not.
So yeah, that's interesting. So it ended up being Kinetic Clash and Bunnies for that pool.
Yes.
Okay.
And then pool 2.
That was the one with SP Man.
Yeah, SP Man and fuck man.
Genver was in it.
Genver was in it, and he disappointed me. That's like my little bro, so. And he's older than me, but he's small, so.
Yeah.
Dude's my little bro, but I was trying to help this dude figure shit out, but he wasn't. I don't know, wasn't clicking.
Who do you have to
Black. He had to play Mamba
Okay.
first on stream, and then.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I think I don't remember who he lost to. I think maybe SP Man. Pool 2 also had Mamba and NDK.
Okay.
And it also had Zane, who was the one who made it out.
Yeah.
He made it out in losers. SP Man makes out in winners. Pool 3 was my pool. And there was me, of course.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck?
Wow.
And who was the other dude?
Was Signy in that pool?
Signia was in that. Oh yeah, it was Signia and Manta who I thought Manta was gonna make it out.
Mhm.
But then I totally forgot. Snort Me, I'm Dope was in my pool.
Yeah, that one was kind of
He
the
ended
stacked
up-
pool. It had a lot of
Yeah, it was
the better
alright.
players. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Juice?
Juice was in my pool. He actually beat me a game. Him and Tomahawk are the only ones who beat me a game
Oh,
out of that whole tournament. So, shouts out to him.
yeah. Shout out to Juice.
To Juice. Dude, that dude, he's really cool. He makes effort to go out to as much West Coast tournaments as he can. So
Yeah,
I
definitely.
see him around. But Juice was in there. Oh, we had this dude named Mark KO.
Oh yeah,
KO.
I see his name on the forums. Yeah.
Oh my
Is
gosh, dude.
One of the newcomers.
Yeah, he almost beat me with Damp. I mean, I won 2-0, but he was making me so mad because I didn't know what I was doing against Dampier. And
That
so
does
I would teabag him at the end of rounds just to piss him off. Because I was pissed off. I was like, man, fuck this. Anyways, I thought that maybe he could have like janked his way out too of into top 8, which I thought would have been funny and cool at the same time. But it didn't happen, unfortunately.
Here we go. The deep dark secrets of SCR. This is what I like.
Oh yeah, dude. Let me see. So yeah, Snort Me, I'm Dope was honestly, dude, that dude was running the fucking Zane or not Zane's Y train, doing. I don't want to call it gimmicks. I mean, they are kinda, but they're not.
It's like the way he's supposed to be played, but like, it's the
Yeah.
it's like the things he's supposed to be doing, but like people don't prepare for it because it's Y and oh he's so bad.
Well, that's the thing that kills him. Is like, oh, it's just Y.
Yeah.
But dude, you don't know what the fuck he's doing. It's retarded.
He locks-
I actually think
Roxy's
he's okay.
down. Yeah, like
Yeah.
he has some workable stuff, and especially if you don't know how to deal with it, it can be absolutely like infuriating to deal with.
Because he, on the shit that you can anti easily, like step, auto GI, or duck, if those things hit you, he's like at an advantage in something. So
Yeah.
he wants to hit you with the follow up, or not hit you, but make you guard the follow up.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think he's pretty good. But Snort Me, I'm Dope is a pretty solid player and fundamental wise. So I think that was kind of what helped him out too.
Yeah.
Not gonna say it was all just people didn't know the matchup.
Mm.
I know Signia thinks he knows every matchup, so he got bodied by Snort Me, I'm Dope, and I was behind him because Signia was talking shit how he lost to Manta, and then say he's like, oh, I'm gonna get Manta back, and then Snort Me, I'm Dope eliminated his ass.
Okay,
So
so
that
like,
was-
what were the
that was-
scores between Signia and Manta? Because this pool and the one that followed, we did not really get to hear anything about. So
Signia and Manta, I don't know the score. I think it was 2-0 Manta. Manta pretty much, yeah. Manta's he's a good player. I think fundamentally wise, he's better than Signia, but they both kind of have the same kind of factor going on. It's like they get so narrow-minded, tunnel vision.
Okay. Yeah.
So autopilot is definitely something to watch out for when you're playing them. But yeah, don't get me wrong, they're good players. Manta just knows how to adapt a little better than Signia. So
Okay. And he has been around at least Soul Calibur 3 as far as I know.
yeah, he's I guess he's an OG, you know.
Yeah. He might have been around for 2, but I wouldn't know. I only know
Yeah.
a little bit of East Coast history, not so so I can't speak on that.
Yeah, but that was my pool. Mika or Kemi was also in my pool, and Big Bunny.
Oh
Big
yeah.
Bunny is this NorCal player.
Yeah, I know of him. Yeah.
He's actually pretty good with Pyrrha, and I was trying to help him out, but
That's
there was a Viola in my pool too, I think, but don't remember the name.
I think I
Anyways,
remember you
yeah,
talking about this before, but yeah, I can't remember the name either.
that was my pool, and then pool 4 had Alex J and Tomahawk,
Mhm.
and Tomahawk came out
In winners, right?
in winners,
Yeah.
yeah, and he had a very close match with Alex, or Tomahawk and Alex had a close match. I actually thought Alex might have won, but Tomahawk pulled it through. So,
Okay.
and then as far as the other players in there, Jowu, he's been in a couple of
Oh
tournaments.
yeah.
He's a Viola user. He's actually pretty smart. I don't know. I guess he's dating Kinetic Clash, so that's his main training partner.
Okay.
Yeah, but those guys made it out, and then top 8. We played 4 matches or something, or got to top 4 off stream.
Okay, cool. And that was all Friday, right?
No, they actually waited for pool 2 and pool 4 to be done on Saturday.
Right. Okay, yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
And then we did top 8 after that, and then we narrowed it down to top 4 to wait 17 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's cool. Anything else?
Matches in top 8. Alex J lost. Lost to Kinetic.
Mhm.
But no, wait, Alex J beat Iodor Bunnies first, which is actually a pretty close match.
Okay.
But funny thing about that, Iodor Bunnies didn't want to shake his hand.
Yeah, I heard.
Like he's tried to shake his hand at the beginning, and then Iodor Bunny's just like, "No, I ain't shaking your hand, man." And I started going off like, "Oh shit, going crazy." So he kept. After that, I remember going into the chat later that night on A-Way Run, and he was in there. I Adore Bunnies and talking about, character lock is stupid. What's it called? The volume. I couldn't hear, which I can't blame him because I was kind of screaming. But you guys know how I do that.
That's just tournament environment. That's exactly what it is. You have to come out and prepare for all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm a loud person, so I don't think he was prepared for that shit. He could hear me going, "Oh, he ain't ducking 1K" or some shit like that. But yeah, I think that a little tournament nerves got to him, to Idor Bunnies, and I also think that he wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah.
Just like not really any online strict players are when they come to their first tournament. So.
Yeah, but it was his first event, so
Yeah.
it's usually expected. So.
Yeah, he did pretty well. Let's see who else. So that eliminated Idor Bunnies. I can't remember who got. Oh yeah, dude, Zwei versus Y, which is the dumbest shit I have ever seen, and I lost fucking $10 off that. Actually, I bet on Snort Me I'm Dope, and he sadly disappointed. But they were both playing Zwei in different playstyles.
Okay.
So it's kind of interesting to watch. It was weird though, because at the beginning of the match, they both did the same move, like it was synchronized. I was like, whoa! But yeah, Snort Me I'm Dope lost, unfortunately.
Was it
Zane
2-1 or 2-0?
It was 2-1.
Okay.
Yeah. It was actually a pretty interesting match.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was recorded. It sounds kind of interesting.
I know it was. It's probably the best Zwei actually you'll see in America.
Okay.
I'm not gonna comment on any foreign players, but
Yeah. I mean, he's just a character you don't see a lot of, and especially you don't see two in one match ever. So.
Yeah, dude, no one at this tournament really was prepared for Zwei.
Mhm.
There's a few from talking to them that I know that they know what they're talking about to an extent. There was some that I saw talking about it, and then I saw casuals and they were getting bodied.
Okay.
So I was like, it was really hard. I don't know to listen to people. But yeah. Damn, I can hear echo now.
Yeah, I think that's coming through a great one. I'm not so sure, but
All right, moved.
okay.
Hello.
So we'll just keep going. So yeah, that's so Snort lost and Bunnies lost, so they tied for seventh,
For
right?
seventh, yeah.
Okay. So then after that, what happened?
So I think after that match, it was can't even remember who it was. Alex J got fifth, so he got eliminated by Kinetic Clash.
Yep.
That was 2-0, I believe, actually.
Okay. Huh.
And then, thank you. SP Man versus Zane. And SP Man pulled it through by spamming AB slide. Like seriously, that's all he did that and mixed up grabs with 6-6B. And Zane had a huge problem with twitch ducking all the time. So he ate that mix up a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, SP Man's also he's been playing since Soul Calibur 2, probably before that in tournament environment. This is Zane's second tournament, first one for Caliber 5.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say that Zane had nerves because he was pretty calm.
Yeah, he seemed like when I saw him play another Cervantes player, I forget his name, maybe it was
Roctopus or something.
Yeah. And yeah, he seemed to be pretty on his game, so
yeah,
it definitely looked like he was calm.
He didn't really have the tournament nerve. Like I couldn't tell,
Yeah.
He's pretty solid. So even though he lost to SP Man, don't know how that happened. So that's fifth place, Alex J and Zane.
Okay.
And then top four, and then you guys saw that on the stream.
So yeah.
So yeah.
Quick recap of that. Zeph got, of course, first place. Second was Tomahawk, and
third was Kinetic.
Yep, and fourth was I can't even remember. Oh, SP Man. Yep.
Oh, I also did play Kinetic in winners, and I was the one who sent him to losers.
Oh, okay.
And that guaranteed my spot in the top 8 or top 4 in winners.
Okay.
And then, I pretty much killed him.
Okay.
He tried to run Viola, and I just didn't stop pressing buttons. I pulled a Kinetic on him, and then he was using Ivy, and I don't know. Last time I played him, it's either I got better or he got worse.
Mm-hmm.
So he was just doing some weird shit that I've never seen, but it didn't matter. It was like bad new shit. So I was like, "What the? Where's the 3V spam?" He didn't spam it on me. So
yeah, you got.
I think he tried to have his whole cool ass little game plan for me, and it didn't really work out. But I actually thought I was gonna see him in grand finals. But Tomahawk through. That dude was.
Yeah, he was playing pretty well from what we saw. So.
Yeah, he was doing some work. And then SP Man also had to play Tomahawk for winners.
Okay.
Or to get into top 4 in winners. And I didn't see it, but yeah.
Well, and they I'd imagine have played in the past, so they're obviously familiar with each other. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, that sounds about all of it for bracket and all of it. Yeah, all of it.
Yeah. That's as far as the matches go in tournament. But there's a lot of money matches. There's one point where Alex J and I were just sitting down next to next to each other, not on the same setup, but I was money matching people, and then next setup he was money matching people, and we kind of just took over.
Mhm.
So that was a really awesome moment.
That's pretty funny,
I
actually.
felt like a bully, dude. But you know what, Alex, Jay, and I, that's what we said we were gonna do. We were gonna go there and get some money, so we got paid.
Nice. And how many people did you actually end up playing for money matches?
I had my first money match was Exit Wounds for first to 5.
Mhm.
Score was 5-0, me. And then I had a money match with Juice, and I think it was, I don't remember playing him 5 or 3, but he didn't win. So like either 3-0 or 5-0. I played Lord Roctopus wanted to play me, and which was funny because you guys know I play Hates all the time, so
Yeah,
this dude was doing like the worst shit you could possibly do in that matchup, and he didn't know what was going on. But you know, he was actually pretty solid. You can tell fundamentally wise, and a lot of the shit he was doing would work as far as like not getting punished goes on other characters.
Mhm.
I think that he didn't know what to expect when fighting Pyrrha.
Yeah.
I played another guy named Damon who used Raphael, and I learned from Heaton that I can just stab Raph.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, unless he does the auto GI, which if he doesn't, I get a stab if I read it.
Oh yeah.
So it's like stab or stab. Those are my choices.
Yeah, like
So
when he goes
I
into I don't want to butcher any
something, whatever. It's
Yeah.
fucking
Preparation and Shadow Evade.
Yeah, because like pretty much the stance is that you interrupt him, or you block the thing that he uses to interrupt you, and that's stabbable. Or he does like the other thing, which is also stabbable if he doesn't do another move. So it's like
or the other stabbable thing, but
Yeah.
everything is stabbable.
pretty much.
But Damon was
he's
actually pretty okay.
Yeah, I remember seeing him in like the little tournament SoCal had before SCR, and yeah, he was looking pretty solid.
Yeah, he was alright. And then both of those were 5-0. Then I money matched Signia,
Mhm.
and he tried to pull Algol on me. He was telling me he has a secret weapon, blah blah blah.
Did you use
And I was like,
Patroclus on him?
no, I used Pyrrha,
Oh.
and I like went 3-0 on his Algol. And then he switched back to Yoshi. He actually won 2 matches,
Okay.
and then I closed it out. So it's 5-2 with Signia.
Nice.
Yeah, he's Signia's pretty good. He just I don't know, something wrong with him. I'm just joking, but
Yeah, a lot of
And then-
players have like a wall or something that's just stopping them. From,
yeah, a lot of players do actually, and until it's possible to get over the wall.
Oh,
They just gotta
definitely. Yeah,
figure out what it is. So
exactly.
Not if you're only playing Zeph and Partisan.
yeah, dude, that's how I learned Soul Calibur.
You're playing you in Partisan? Shut up.
Yeah, dude, that's how I got better. I remember
Shut up.
getting into
Here.
Caliber 5, dude. Even Heaton beat me more, and I was like, dude, this isn't happening. In the training mode, and then I came back 10 times stronger, just to beat Heaton.
that is the story of the day. If you want to escape your wall,
Just
the
take it out
giant
on-
mountain.
If you want to escape your
you
wall,
have to play Heaton, lose to him, go to training mode, figure everything out, and once you defeat Heaton online, there's nothing standing in your way from that point.
That's his
it's just
cave.
the
Online
sky's
is-
the limit once you defeat Heaton. Once you were standing on his
That's
dead
where
body.
Heaton hides. Is in the internet land.
Just play Pyrrha, and then you will have no more limits.
Hey, I beat you. I got better than you with Astroth first before Pyrrha.
Yeah, what do
No,
you?
you fucking didn't. The fuck
Oh,
you
what the fuck
talking?
are you talking about?
The fuck are you talking
I
about?
mained Astroth for a very long time. Just to let
Yeah,
you know.
and then you're like, damn, I can't win without some bullshit.
Yeah, but I
You
wasn't.
main
I wasn't talking about.
Bullshit.
I could beat you with Astroth. I was talking about like
Nigga, get out of
something
here.
unique.
Get the fuck out.
Whoa, I wasn't talking about you.
Get
The
the fuck out of here. Back to the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay,
back-
so yeah, Heaton online, and you'll be great. That's the moral of the story.
And
Fuck you,
so-
bitch.
We were talking about money matches and stuff like that. Anything else? Any closing remarks?
I want to tell you about Alex J's money match. He beat Exit Wounds, so.
Mhm.
But he lost to Signia.
Oh yeah,
Like-
I remember reading that. Yeah, do tell.
Oh my god. I couldn't tell you because I was playing Zane at the time, and then all of a sudden, oh my god! And I was like, "What? Did you lose?" And he's like, "Yeah, but I was just sandbagging." Yeah, pulled the Ramon, dude. Ramon was just sandbagging.
Oh, all right. We'll have to talk about that a little bit. We'll go
But,
back to Jim on that in a little bit, but
But
All right.
there is a lot of money matches. I wish that you guys got to see them. There are some funny ones. There is a lot of people talking shit. A lot of people not understanding that they shouldn't talk shit, but it happens.
Yep.
But yeah, it was pretty good.
awesome.
Pretty good comp.
Okay, not to start the shit.
No, not quite. Not just yet.
Go ahead. No, let him.
No. Wait, we gotta talk.
No.
You brought up money matches, so we have to talk about Apex and a certain.
No one cares about them. No
Okay.
one cares
Well,
about Apex's
Jim, if you want to
Jesus
say it,
Christ.
if you want to talk about it, go ahead. Now's your chance. If not,
Okay. Well, the primary money match topic concerning Apex was IROC the Maxi versus Ramon.
Ooh.
Boo.
And then, initially, it was his first to fire, $20. Initially, Ramon was bobbing him pretty hard. Then all of a sudden, it was
Don't
3-0 Ramon's favor. Ramon was beating up IROC the Maxi fairly convincingly until the 3-0 mark. And then IROC the Maxi just brought it back and surprised everyone.
Boo.
He went Super Saiyan.
Boo.
Yeah, tap into the Gangnam style.
I'm gonna fuck that dude up at FR. I'm gonna take his money and I'm gonna buy something useless with it. Right in front of him.
Me alcohol.
With alcohol.
there you have it.
All right. Well,
If there
Next
was
So
topic.
anything
basically,
else,
Ramon got by Erm. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, he got. Well, Ramon.
Well, I just spoke to Ramon yesterday, and he said that he kind of rocked. He's been rocking him lately.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
that doesn't matter because he fucking got rocked when it counted. That's the thing.
See, you can't say it doesn't matter because the thing is now you can say he's learned the matchup and he can make it count again.
Well, the thing is that may be true now, but we have to wait and see till it happens
Yeah.
before we can comment on
Stay
it like
tuned
that.
for final round
Or
or winner brawl. One
But
of the two.
I do
you
think
can, and that was my
can beat
point.
him.
Stay tuned for final round, and Zeph had to be an asshole.
Oh.
Wait, what? Wait, why was I an asshole? What did I do?
My whole reason for saying that was because I was saying I wasn't saying, oh, Ramon is better than Erm now. I wasn't meaning that. What I'm saying is Ramon said that he's doing good against him now. He's beating him now. So we should all look forward to final round to see the matchup when it comes about again.
Yeah, we will, but for right now, IRM does have the bragging rights,
Oh yeah.
which infuriates me. That guy should not have anything. Why are you guys giving him stuff? The fuck is going on here?
Well, to be fair, I beat him in losers, if that means anything.
No, it
Well,
doesn't.
clearly.
Fucking
Alright,
mean
alright.
shit. Actually, that was a hype match.
It was a
I knew
great.
you were gonna. Didn't you pretty much body him?
3-0.
Yeah.
go.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm just joking. But no, I like IRM. I think he's pretty funny, but he will see just how much I like him at final round.
Dude,
We will indeed.
He will.
Okay, so that kind of sums up a good chunk of both events, I'd say. Before we kind of dive in the other topic, is there anything else you guys have to add? Any closing remarks, shout outs for those particular events? Starting with you, Jim, I guess.
Why does he go first? He got third
was
place.
first, man.
He got third
First.
place though.
Gotta go
Ugh.
chronologically. Come on.
Shout outs to everyone who came to Apex and actually supported the community.
Yeah. Woo.
And shout outs to Great One.
Miley, I'm
Woo. Shout outs to Great One.
Okay.
He wasn't even there.
No,
See, me and Steph, we got it like that. But if I say something like, she got a big booty, so I call her big booty, what does that say?
Um.
Oh, God. Marijuana, folks, stay off of it. It does that to you.
I love that shit.
SCTier.
We do not condone.
Yeah, we do not condone.
The burning of trees.
Yes.
We don't want people making paper out of hemp.
We don't want forest fires.
Except in
Anyway.
Washington, where it's legal.
That's
Go
not
to
where
Washington.
we're not talking about that. Anyways,
Fuck that.
so-
Yeah, let's not indulge in that.
on to Sean. Any shout outs for SoCal Regionals?
Shout outs to my mama, my girlfriend, my daughter. Shout outs to
Come on,
hold
Chris.
on. Shout outs to Heaton.
Oh, why? I'm gonna wait.
That's my nigga. Heaton.
What up, dog?
It's a shame.
What up, dog?
You know?
Shout outs to everyone who came to SCR. Mainly my my NorCal buddies. It was great hanging out with y'all again. Shout outs to Tomahawk for getting second place. Shout outs to Kinetic for taking first place at PlayStation All Stars. Like, what the fuck? That's what's up. Shout outs to Genshin. Shout outs to Chicago for keeping me entertained via text messages. Shout outs to New York. Shout outs to Philly. Shout outs to Great One.
Yes!
Shout outs to Partisan.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You missed out. Jimbo fucked up again.
Shout outs to Jimbo. Shout outs to everyone who went to Apex. Shout outs to everyone who's listening to this. Shout outs to
We're not done yet.
all
soldier.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, we'll have plenty more time. You don't have to get F1. I did forget about something actually before we changed topics. I did I posted a few statuses on A-Way Run asking if anybody had any questions for Zeph. So I guess I'll just read those. I would have.
They had questions. People had questions.
I put up if they wanted to ask you anything for the podcast.
Oh
So,
shit!
I wanted to get a little bit of community involvement in this. I would have included Apex if I knew we were actually going to do it. So
Okay.
I apologize, both. You can't. I know you're absolutely thrilled to answer the community's questions, but your time will come again. So I apologize for that.
It is fine. Do not worry. I'm just a replacement for woes, honestly.
Whoa, substitute, yo.
Okay, so I didn't get really too many questions. If people listening to this, if you do want to ask specific things in these podcasts, you know where to find Zeph and I. We're pretty easy to reach, honestly. If you're on 8-Way Run, it's simple to DM or just post in our thread or on our profiles. So yeah, be sure to hit us up. We'd love to get more people involved in this, and yeah, that'd be great. So
Tweet them
wait, what?
I said tweet them at SCTier.
Yep, there's that too. Definitely. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, our Twitter at SCTier. There's that. I'm pretty sure that's about all the places you can reach us. So, getting into the questions. The
I can give
first
your
question.
phone numbers if you like.
Wait, what?
I said I can give you your phone numbers if they'd like.
No, don't call me. I'm busy.
I don't own a phone. I don't know what that is.
I'm busy.
First question. I'm going to entertain this one anyways. Who got 9th place?
Exit Wounds got 9th place, yo. His just desserts.
There you have it. Is he the sole member of 9th place?
New member of 9th place? Exit.
There you
There
go.
you go.
That's the only person who got 90. So I'm pretty sure may have been others, but for all we know, it is just exit wounds. So there you have it. Okay, next question is, why does Zeph keep dominating everyone?
Why?
Yes.
There's a
insight.
lot of different variables that come into play here. I'm using a cheap character. I'm a try hard. I'm a one styler.
Wait, what?
I'm a one styler.
The fuck does that even mean?
It's
Yo,
only use one style.
you need to chill out in global Colossio or whatever.
Fucking
What?
people, man.
Hey, no, all kidding aside, though, like I'd like to compound, add on to that question, like, that what you were good in Soul Calibur 4, and you were getting better as it was coming along.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur 5 came out. You've always been really good at Soul Calibur 5. Um, what is the difference what is the difference that you had to make between the games to get to go from being decent to where you're at now? Like what was the difference between the games, and then how have you progressed from the beginning of the game to now? What's changed?
Well, I guess from Soul Calibur 4, I was playing for shits and giggles. Like I wanted to win, but it wasn't as potent as me wanting to win in Soul Calibur 5. So I kind of had to get a different mindset if I were to try to win. Because in my head back then, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna try to get top 8, you know. And then as you grow as a player, you start making different goals, smaller or bigger goals. So that was my small goal. Then once I was able to do that, what's the next goal? Get top 4, maybe just win all the money matches I can against top players, get first place, So I kind of had to set goals for myself on what I wanted to do. I had to get my head straight too, because if I'm thinking I'm gonna lose, or I'm accepting lower standards, then that's gonna happen. I'm gonna get 6th place or something. So I kind of had to think outside the box. As far as the game goes, at the beginning of Caliber 5, I was okay. I didn't think of myself as something special. I was just better than 80% of the players online. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the whole way I got better was I think I said it earlier, was playing Heaton and Partisan. When I first met them, they would body me, and I was like, "What the fuck, dude? Why is Heaton winning?" I mean, Partisan, I understood. I was like, okay, but Heaton, it just confused me. So
It's because Siegfried is cheap.
that I
He
was like,
is.
damn, dude, Siegfried is cheap. But anyways, I kind of passed that wall, and then I was able to keep up with Partisan, but then our connection just died.
Yeah,
And
PSN
we're
just
never ever
decided
play
that
again.
we were not meant to be.
So after that, it was just playing. It was hard to get better online because I couldn't play the best players in America since the connection is ass. So I had to make deal with Heaton, you know. But I don't know, dude. It's just something clicked. I think talking to Chicago helped me a lot. LP is really smart. That dude, if you just sit and talk to him and then take in consideration of how he breaks down this game, you can
Right.
actually learn a lot. So I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot from Hawkeye indirectly too. He didn't teach me so much by talking to me, but he taught me by playing me the most. He would show me my mistakes, and it was enlightening, I guess. So after that, it was like Hawkeye helped me by playing me and showing me how the game can be played, and then Jerome helped me by opening up what I should be doing, or what I can do, or how to play the game, or how to go about playing the player and all that stuff, and like a lot of stuff with your mentality on how you look at yourself as a player. And then after that, I just started winning, but I still think that I'm very beatable. It's just I was on point in those certain moments. I think with me, like at NEC, for example, my top matches and top four, they could have gone either way. So, shit happens.
Okay, but like, so what is it about you? Like when you're gonna play somebody like me or Heaton or somebody that you know you're gonna beat. What do you know? What is it about you that you know is gonna carry you in that match?
Well, look at
Like,
my
I
character
mean, I
sheet.
know you put in the work. I know you know your frames, you know your matchups, and you know that kind of stuff. But like, what's the key thing that you say? Okay, this is what I have above certain people.
Um, it's kind of a hard question because I don't know. I never really thought of it, but all the technical stuff about the game, that's all necessity to learn to get better. But once you're done with that, it really becomes trying to make the person do what you want to do. So then there's this whole chess game you're playing, and it's a chess game you're playing, and you got all these frames and all these moves that work in certain matchups, blah blah. But those are your tools that you use against the player's mindset. So you could have like a bad matchup, but if the player is outguessing or outsmarting the other player, then it's kind of like fuck frames, fuck matchups. You know what I mean? To an extent.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. So, one more thing that I just want to touch on. I think one of the biggest issues is the way the system changed. You know, from 4 to 5, or from any other caliber to 5 now. So, what is it that you think people need to work on the most to adjust to the new system?
Well, obviously it's step G. That's out the window. So you can't move like you were trying to in previous installments. And the sooner you figure that out, the easier it's going to be to play because I came from Soul Calibur 4 and it's not like these other OGs who were playing with step G back in Soul Calibur 2, but that's where I learned. I learned with a game that had step guard. You've got to look at now it doesn't have step guard, so now what am I gonna do? And honestly, since I've done that, accepted it for what it is, stop raging over it, you kind of move how the game allows you to move, which then seems normal to you. Do you know what I mean? So it's like playing Soul Calibur 4. It feels like in your head, I guess, because you don't notice the change anymore, because now it's the norm.
Right.
But
Well, what did you do to change?
what what changed?
Well, I mean, because you still like to move a lot. Like you like movement
Oh
in the
fuck
game,
yeah.
but you do it successfully. And why do you do it so successfully compared to like my scrub ass, who I'm always backstepping and getting stabbed and all kinds of stupid shit like that?
Well, you gotta have a purpose for what you want to do when you're moving. Like, you're not thinking in excruciating detail every time, but if backstep works against Mitsurugi but doesn't work against Patroclus so much, then you're not gonna be spamming backstep, right?
Right.
Um, if the person has a if their step killer is a high, their best step killer is a high, you can sidestep into TC. So you're not really backstepping into a TC. You're trying to get the sidestep to bait their killer, their step killer, but then you use a TC since it's a high. It's like little things like that. Notice why you're stepping. Don't just autopilot all the time. And that's the problem a lot of people have is they're really good at moving or they're really good at doing something, but they don't know why they're doing it. So it looks amazing sometimes, but then when you fuck it up and the other person knows what you're trying to do, it kind of looks sloppy, I guess.
Right.
So I guess my advice would be everything you do in this game, you should have a purpose for doing. Don't just throw that move out because you think it's a good move. Yeah.
And don't just move just
Don't-
because you think it'll be right to move right there. Okay.
yeah, don't sidestep just because it worked 3 times in a row. Do it in prediction of Mitsurugi's 1B. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Wise words.
Yeah.
So it's more about predicting than anything and picking up habits.
Wait, I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
It's more about predicting and picking up people's habits.
Yeah. Well, that comes down to any fighting game. Actually, once you get down to the bare bones, you're just outguessing him, right? Or that's a
Yeah.
huge factor in fighting games is outguessing your opponent, which is why they use the term chess.
All right. That's. I'm sorry for going so far into it, but yeah.
No, that's great. I'm sure plenty of people will be happy to hear such an in-depth answer.
And on that, why else was I dominating? It was my hat, my eyebrows, the money. I don't know. Pick whatever. My favorite's try hard.
You'll see it.
Okay.
Okay, you're back. Are you
Hello?
back? Hey, okay, okay, you're back. Okay. Yeah. I can't even remember what if you were just there.
The
But,
other question. So we just answered why I'm dominating.
okay, and we went to extreme detail, which is always good.
Try hard, Joe.
Yeah.
Hashtags.
Damn. Okay, so we'll move on to the next question. Let's see. Ask about the impressions the offline guys got from the newcomers. Also, what were the toughest matches you had to play and why?
What I thought about the newcomers were I was impressed. Actually, I actually talked to a lot of them one-on-one, trying to gauge where they're at in the game and where they're at in the community. A lot of them were pretty hyped.
That's good.
A lot of them were cool, like happy to see me, and I was like, oh, I'm flattered, you know. And they're all talking about me. It was flattering, but I guess my favorite new person, as far as skill, let me think. It would probably be no. I've known Zane though, so he's not really a newbie to me.
Yeah. It was kind of his debut for Soul Calibur 5. But
That's it was. You're right. So I guess he's the most successful one, the one that has the most potential. I'll give him that. I was impressed by him, even though I went 20-0 on him. It's not fair because I play him all the time, or I used to play him all the time. But when I saw him play other people, I could see the dude has a solid foundation, and he just needs to keep going, keep working, and I'm pretty sure he'll do fine. He gives me a run for my money too.
I was impressed.
Joe Wu is not really new, but I was impressed with how he was using Viola. It was cheap as fuck, so that was cool. I didn't really get to talk to Iodore Bunnies, but my impression of him was he was kind of an ass, but he probably thinks that of me. So I think what it is a personality clash. So I just didn't bother him.
Understandable, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't bother me. I didn't bother him. He came to the tournament, so my respect for him went up a little bit as far as that goes. Like, most people they're all talk, but he actually showed up. Exit Wounds, I like the guy. He's really cool. But when he's talking about the fucking game, dude, I've never been the most annoyed in my life. Like, I told him, dude, it sounds like excuses. I kept telling him that, but some people are just stubborn like that, and it's fine. He's a really good player. Alex J kind of pointed out that maybe Viola isn't for him because what he likes to do is space. He likes to turtle.
Yeah.
That's not a very good strat with Viola 100% of the time.
She can do it, but it's not.
It's not her forte. So I think I don't know. And then he has these off the wall kind of analysis of the game and the players in it and stuff. So
yeah.
We had some discussions, but he's a good player. He's a good guy too. So, Roctopus and Damon were cool as fuck. Like I said, they were pretty good. Mark KO'd was actually pretty decent, I think. I don't know. is fucking Dampier. So, um,
But hey, he showed up, right? So
yeah. Overall, the new people were pretty cool. They're all laid back. Didn't really get to kick it with a lot of them. I kicked it with NorCal pretty much, and that was it. So, there was a pretty good amount of new blood Jimbo.
in our little secret.
Yeah, and
chat here.
it was cool. Just everyone wanted to come out and show their stuff, and some kind of did, some didn't. So yeah. Awesome.
Can I make one point?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
To be fair, like what we're talking about, exit wounds, and his mentality.
Yes.
Like I think that's something we were talking about, Zeph, before. Like that's an issue that that a lot of people have, where it was actually pointed out to me a while, because especially I play Mitsu and I just look and see what his issues are instead of what he's good at. Like that was my initial way of thinking. Like, okay, yeah, Mitsu has good damage, but 2KB doesn't knock down like it used to, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it was actually talking to Mick, and for those of y'all who don't know Mick, go find out. Mick is a son of a bitch, and the thing about him, what I know, but he's good. He's just really, really fucking good. And it was after the patch with Leisha, and he's been sticking with her, and he just keeps going on and on about how nasty she is, and he'll just go. If you talk to Mick will sit there and start talking about, will break down every good tool she has. And that was a difference I saw between good players and those who aren't quite at that level. That instead of looking for, obviously the weaknesses, but you're not harping on them. You just keep them in mind. You keep in mind, but what he's doing was thinking, okay, these are her strengths. And so, like when I talked to Ramon, or when me and you were talking a week ago, Seth, I bitch about Pyrrha, and you're like, well, yeah, this is what she does. You don't sit there and say, oh, well, you can outspace her, or she's short range, and you can just backstep on her or some shit. No, you be like, man, this bitch got this bitch got that, blah, blah, blah. But I think that's a mentality that people need to start taking on, and like that's what I was getting from when we had exit wounds on last time. That's all he was doing was harping on the negative. He was talking about her 3B, and you could only do this and you can only do that.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you talk to somebody like LP, he's like, oh, that bitch is cheap. Let me tell you what she can do.
Yeah. It kind of falls into like positive and negative thinking.
So
it's kind of like same basis. If you think you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose. If you only think about your shitty moves fucking up, then that's what you're gonna be using for some reason, and you're gonna be watching them get fucked up.
Yeah, like you're gonna be focusing more on like the things that, like you're gonna be worrying more than you're gonna be saying, okay, I'm confident about using this because it's great. Instead of they're like, okay, this move's really shitty. Oh god, if he blocks this, I'm finished.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know, like when I play y'all, like there's several times where like he's not going low at all. Mitsu has the best fucking low in the game, but he's never using it, and that's because that's something I'm trying to break a habit of, where I'm scared to death because Zeph blocks 100%. 2K Brave Edge, 1,000%. It's just like he sees the yellow glow and he just ducks.
That's a lie. I eat 2KB like fucking breakfast, dude.
Not against me. Oh my god, it drops. So, but anyway, I know it's a good move. So, I just know that now, instead of harping on it and be like, no, blah blah blah, I sit there and think, okay, maybe I'm using it wrong. I'm using it too predictably, or something like that. So for anybody who may be listening and has that same issue, that's why I wanted to bring it up, when you're looking at your character and it's a character you enjoy and you love playing them and whatever it is, because you know how we are here in Soul Calibur, we all identify with our character and shit.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the mentality you wanna have as these great players that they sit there and you don't hear anybody talk about Leisha like, oh my god, that bitch is just busted. Talk to Mick. Mick will sit there and talk about how he will beat you for 10 weeks in a row with her. And, and if you win a game, it doesn't matter. He was sleeping. He'll get you next. I mean, but
Sounds like Mick.
I really enjoy that type of that way of thinking. Like I'm like, wow. I mean, it just changed the way I had to think. Because what was it? A month back, I was like, I quit. I really just don't want to play anymore. And it's just like, stop that shit. You're just doing something wrong. Look what you're doing and try to get better at it.
Yeah,
And
positive thinking, definitely.
yeah, it's not your character's fault, it's yours.
Exactly. People need to own up to that too. Like, I wasn't always winning everything. It's just recently, but when I lost, I never liked blaming my character. I feel it takes it away from the person who beat me, or from vice versa. If someone did that to me, oh, I only lost because my character's shit. It just takes away what the other person has earned by beating you. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, no, and that's something that I've talked to with the Canadian. We've discussed that. It's somewhat insulting in a way.
Yeah.
You're taking away from somebody who is doing what they're supposed to be doing, using their character right, put in the work, learn their frames, learn their matchups, and now they're reading you. So it's not your character, it's your dumbass.
Yes.
You're sitting there throwing, negative 42 for move for no fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, oh yeah, you're gonna get launched, bruh. So oh no, that's. So yeah, y'all get where I'm coming from, and
Yeah, definitely.
that's just a point that I've wanted to get out there that because I found it enlightening when I talked to Zeph, when I talked to the Canadian partisan for y'all that don't know, when I talk to Ramon about Pyrrha, oh my god,
Yeah.
Ramon's
Ramon's all over that bitch.
Ramon loves that bitch, and he'll sit there and tell you. And in fact, he said that a while back. He was like, and I agree with him. If you play her, then if you play her to the best of her ability, she can't be beat. And but that's just his way of thinking, and he really believes that though, and that's why he got second at Apex, and he played twice.
He's the king of second place, dude.
Yeah, I know.
He's gotten second place everywhere.
We're trying to get him over that hump.
Hey,
but I mean, Woes, it's the wall that is Woes, bro. If Woes is coming back like the way people are saying,
yeah,
we're gonna have 8-pack win every goddamn thing. The only only reason Woes isn't winning every tournament, doing a Zeph right now, is because Woes is a cheap, broke student, and I can't sponsor him everywhere. So
hey man, at least he's doing his thing. And real life shit outweighs gamer shit.
Yeah, of course.
So shout outs to Woes for keeping his head down, and doing his thing.
And he's still being a beast.
And he's still a beast, dude. And I think on the subject, Woes can beat me pretty convincingly. That dude's on one, man. I don't know what he's doing. Retarded.
It's funny because if you see people talk about Woes, the first thing they do is roll their eyes and just start shaking their heads. Like,
yeah.
Oh,
I know. It's pretty funny actually. I do that shit too. But what was the second part of the question, Troy?
Oh, let's see.
Sorry.
Oh, it's great. Yeah. What were your toughest matches and why? You kind of went into this a little bit, but maybe a little bit of things he didn't say.
Fucking Juice grabbed me, and I didn't break any of the grabs, and I didn't duck any of them, and I died. And I was like, What the fuck, dude? But also note, when he was grabbing me like that, I kept trying to grab him out of rage, and
Yeah.
he
Oh, God.
ducked every single grab.
That is okay. When that happens, that is the worst feeling in this whole
I know,
game.
you get
You're like,
so
you get thrown like 800 times. You're like, okay, fuck this shit. I'm gonna do it back, and then it fails,
God.
and you lose even faster. It's the worst.
And yeah, that was pretty bad. So I got mad, and I said, "Fuck that game plan. I'm just gonna hit the kids." And then I won. Tomahawk was the second um, difficult match. He beat me once. Yeah, he
That was
was.
fine,
But
right?
the thing is, he beat me once. But at the ending games, he was picking it up. You know.
Yeah.
I felt like if I didn't try my hardest to close it out in the last match, then he could have
Yeah, he was picking up on
been
things.
on that momentum. Yeah, so I really didn't want to have him reset the bracket, and so he was my toughest match. Guess that's about it. I didn't get to play Alex J, but that dude will talk shit no matter what. So whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was it.
That's about it. Okay. One more question was this one's kind of a tough one, a more interesting one, but was any new meta or like, anything like any big discoveries or anything close to or around SCR in your opinion?
Like new shit, new
Like new
tech.
tech, new like any like meta, like Ukemi Jesguard and stuff like anything like that coming to
Nothing
play.
crazy like that. No one really did any. I'm sure a lot of people know about it.
Yeah.
I know Signia tried it, but it didn't work out.
Yeah.
I actually got off rounds because he tried to just guard a tech trap.
Look, the 6-6V Brave Edge one after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after
That-
2-2-A.
Not something you want to eat, really.
Yeah, so aside from like what Zane showed everyone and Snort Me I'm Dope,
Mm.
new tech. I showed everyone some of Hawkeye tech, and
Oh,
no
yeah.
one knew what the fuck was going on. People didn't realize 6-6B was the tech step, and I was like, oh yeah, dude, if you go to the East Coast tournaments, you're gonna eat that all day, man. Just letting you know that.
Yeah.
So I ran Natsu a lot during casuals, and
Mm.
I just I copy Hawkeye. That's all I do with her. So
Yeah.
it works.
I mean, yeah, definitely not a bad person to emulate, really.
Yeah,
I don't think you
definitely.
can really get any better with Natsu than him.
Yeah. That was about it as far as meta games go. There was
Okay.
Alex J. Picking Edgemaster and Fontaine. He did. Okay, here's what I found funny. He beat Zane.
Yeah.
First to 5 using Edgemaster,
Mhm.
5-2, and his bread and butter combo whenever he had APAT was 3-3B on normal hit into 2B into walk up taunt into 3B into 2B. And it worked. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I walked away. Yeah, so that was
That was all
pretty-
one
pretty
combo,
sick.
or was that?
Yeah, no, that all of those hit. The taunt was to make him stop blocking, and he did. But
So
yeah, that was
stupid.
very innovative.
Amazing though. That is honestly like the biggest breakthroughs in this game. I think
High level shit, yo. So
that's the new thing that everyone's gonna be doing soon enough.
that was about it as far as new tech. I know that exit wounds can just guard the GIs on the orb.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't. Since I played him online like 3 months ago and he was doing that, I kind of stopped doing that, spamming it.
Yeah.
So he didn't really get a chance to show it, but he does know how to do that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Is that y'all talking about?
Oh, with Viola when she does when you what is it? GI her orb like off 6
You
whatever.
if you GI the orb, she can just guard the GI.
Yeah, it's
and
really
they get a free launcher.
yeah, it's really janky, but yeah, she can do
It's-
that.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah. It's only with the orb.
Ask
I've never
LP about
seen
it. He was
LP knows how
showing
to
it at NEC, so he'll definitely know about it.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
He doesn't talk to me. I'm not good enough for him to talk to.
Okay. Damn. Okay. So yeah, that's about that question. There is one more. We kind of got into this already, but someone asked, how do you go about improving after a tournament if you didn't do as well as you had hoped? But I don't think you can. That's kind of hard for you to answer, considering you have won the past 3 tournaments.
Yeah, but
Still, you
before
can.
then,
Yeah.
it's just I do the same shit as before I was winning. I have to take some time to myself and look at the matches that I lost, which I hate doing. I hate watching myself lose. So
Yeah,
that's
there are
the
still matches I have yet to watch because
because you
no,
just don't want to watch them.
it's
Yeah.
been like I've won matches and like the fact that it was close has just disgusted me.
Yeah.
I'm really stupid about that, but like that's how it
I'm
is.
the same way.
It's just I can't handle it.
Yeah. So I have to look at what I'm doing. And then it's always smart. I learned this from Hawkeye that it's always smart to have game style changing tech next tournament, next major, because people who were practicing for you the 3 months before that major because you beat them last major, they're going to be expecting this whole game plan that you're going to be doing, that you're going to run. But if you come back with new shit, more efficient shit, and then stick to some of the old efficient shit, you start developing a stronger style in the long run.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't want to be too predictable.
Mhm.
I always keep that in mind too when I'm playing. Is try to change your attack pattern. Maybe add some gauge damage with slower moves when
Mhm.
people think you're gonna keep pressing offense.
Yeah.
So just kind of like change shit in your playstyle from last tournament, and you should be doing fine. Um, as prep goes, I don't really use training mode. I just play online,
Mhm.
except for the last 3 days before tournament. Then I call my buddy up, Ink Splatter, and play him. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And oh, I had a point. I just kind of forgot it. But what was I gonna say? Whatever. It'll come back to me another time. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, we in a recent turn of events, we have new comment on that status. Not a question, but some asshole on the forum who certainly isn't on this podcast says hype a bomb. There you go. So
Wow, you're a fucking idiot, Heaton.
yeah. So yeah, that's all the questions
Hype a bomb.
and uh questions and statements in the form of hyperbomb or hype bomb. So I guess moving on, we can kind of. Oh, we got a lot of echo, but we can kind of go back on what we were gonna talk about earlier. We mentioned that we would come back to it, but
Fuck.
talk about the darker side of things with the whole streaming.
Do we have to talk about this? Cause
Yes, we have to talk
no,
about
we
it.
don't, because this is
Yes, we
just gonna
do.
be stupid and long, and everyone's feelings are gonna get.
Just like
I want to
usual.
smoke a cigarette, and wait an hour, 7 minutes, and 14 seconds.
Yeah, I
Why
mean,
don't we take a quick commercial break?
we could do it another time, but
Yeah,
Since
I think it's a big enough topic to do a whole nother podcast on.
well,
okay.
we can
Thank
do it
God.
in the next podcast where we kind of mesh just random shit together.
Yeah, we can throw it in
Sure.
the melting
Let's do that.
of all that.
That's what I'm saying.
Jeez.
It's a big
Shut
enough
the
topic
fuck
to get
up,
into
bitch.
for something else. But my question, and here's the shit.
Oh,
Um, was does Zeph actually still consider SCR a major win?
Um, it's a regional major because the best of the West Coast was there. Um, I don't.
Oh no, he's changing up his answer.
No,
We
I
met
do.
for an
Shut up.
hour
I
and
do
chat
think it's a
about
major.
this shit.
I think it's a major. But what classifies a major to you is my question.
Competition.
Okay, if you wanted to go by that, then there was competition at SCR.
Okay, and actually, this is where I disagree with it because we're sitting here and joking about how it was granted that you were going to win the tournament. Like if we go to FR, Like it was a given that you were gonna win SCR. If you would have lost, we would literally have shit ourselves.
Well,
Like there would have been shit rolling down our pants if you have lost at SoCal.
well, okay. Let's put it
But
this way then. I was the number one player there, and I think that the competition was stiff. In my opinion, on the competition, since I was there and I won, holds more weight than what all you guys think idly. Yeah, got you.
Actually,
You're wrong.
he did make an interesting point though. I think making the distinction between a regional major and an actual major is something kind of big in our community because we're smaller, right? So
Yeah, not everyone's gonna be at SCR, but the best of our side was there, and just like Apex, kinda, the best of their side was there.
like
East
on a
Coast,
smaller
at
scale, I
least.
think the bigger one will be Winter Brawl, but
Winter
definitely-
Brawl
Yes.
and then final round, and Winter Brawl will be a regional as well, because no one from the West Coast is going there. Last I heard.
Yeah.
The final round, that is like, I guess those are like championship things, you know, like NEC was kind of like that. MLGs were kind of like that. Because there's, of course, you know, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that the competition isn't more stacked on these East Coast tournaments or these Northwest tournaments like Chicago, right? But I'm not going to take away that the West has really good players and a lot of them were solid. So I think it was a major. If you want to classify a major in terms of skill, then SCR was a major.
fair point.
See, it's not my intention to insult anybody or anything like that. I mean, hell, every one of them would beat my ass. I mean, I know that for a fact. But what I'm saying is, if we're honest here, how many people in top 8, besides yourself, at SoCal Regionals, would we expect to get top 3 at final round?
That's a horrible way to. Why? That's like not even fair because top 3 at final round is it.
Okay, top 8 at final round.
I think Tomahawk can get up to top 8. The thing about that though is we thought SCR that all these people would have been in top 8 and we were completely wrong. And it's just the way brackets work. You know, I might, like, for example, Partisan had to fight LP in pools at NEC. Lost to LP. I had to fight Boom Soldier and Bibulus. So it's like, it's hard to say who's going to get top 8 because you never know where you're going to end up in the tournament.
Kind of into that kind of thing because that's like saying if I were to beat you at a tournament and knock you out or knock you into losers, I'm a better player. When we all know that's not the case.
Well,
and so what I'm saying is when I talk about competition at a major, we like a major in my opinion that you know it's known. Like for example, I'm not even talking about the numbers. Like I would think MLG Raleigh was a major. We had what 30 people there.
34.
But it was nasty.
Yeah, it was a stiff comp, dude.
and top 16 there, you know, I'd say would have done fairly high. Would have got fairly high at SoCal Regionals without a question.
Well, I think that was already proving kinda at Anaheim was, you know, now it was like the West Coast turn to have an MLG, but all the MLG superstars from the East Coast came over, got top 8 again. So the competition, Chicago is the best players I've seen so far in 5.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that if they were at SCR, yeah, they would have placed. Yeah, they could have won. But I also think that the top 8, some of them in SCR, are very solid players, and it's. I don't know. I can see what you're saying as far as competition-wise for majors because the best of the best wasn't there, but the best of our region was there.
Okay, see, that was a different argument than we had, or debate, I should say, than we had in chat a little while back. See, because that makes perfect sense. When you say as far as a regional major, I got no argument with that.
But then, why is there really a distinction between what's a major and what's a regional major? Why does there have to be one? Why are you wondering about it? Tell me now.
Because somebody made the comment of Zeph is one of the last 3 majors. And I was like, how do you consider the last one a major?
Because there was good competition there. Because there was good competition there.
We're going to go around circles.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. You would think I would be insane if I put my win at Northwest Majors on par with your win at NEC or like Deco Pon's win at Evo. You'd think I'm fucking batshit insane.
I think you're a great guy, honestly.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That makes sense.
That's more or less what he's trying to get at, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, shit, I got second there. Come on, bro.
You got second at SCR?
No,
Northwest Majors.
Oh, I was like, you weren't even there. What the fuck? That was Tomahawk. Okay.
But thank you very much, Eden, because that's basically stated my point. Like, you can't compare. There's certain things that you can't compare. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, if you want to give it a title of a major, okay, that's fine. But when, we didn't have Zeph, we didn't have LP, we didn't have Dollar, we didn't have Partisan, we didn't have Ramon, we didn't have, all these guys.
We had Mamba.
So, Mamba, shout out to Mamba.
Mamba's cool. Shout outs to Mamba.
But yeah, so that was my point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not my point to say, those guys are scrubs or anything like that. I'm just saying, as far as when you look at it, it's like I can't really call that a major compared to other tournaments.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care. I got $500.
You want to go smoke?
No, like, I got paid more at SCR than I had at NEC, and there was less people. It was that $500 pot bonus, man. So that's all I cared about, was getting paid. So I don't really care about. No, I'm not saying that. But when there's $500 on the line, it's gonna be a huge factor into why I want to win.
Okay.
But what was I gonna say? Totally forgot what I was gonna say.
I can step in for a bit. I want to, like, I wish that the bonus was announced a bit earlier for SCR.
Yeah,
because that might have been a bigger factor for people wanting to, travel out of state or.
To the West, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not exactly. Yeah, it's not exactly every day that you get a
$500
a bonus at all, let alone $500 for caliber at a tournament. So.
Still but I'm sorry, but still that's gonna draw Dollar and LP. Yeah. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, and granted, like, they're a humongous part of our community, but it's 2 guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now maybe somebody might say, oh, well, if those 2 guys are going there, I'll go there too. But I mean, I don't think it really would have made much of a difference numbers wise. The thing is, just geographically and with the size of our scene, it's just, it's we're looking at it as if we're a Street Fighter or Marvel or something like that. We're not going to have those kind of numbers at all.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? Nowhere near those numbers, and it's going to be, it's desolate out on the West Coast. Zeph will tell you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we had 3 or 4, 5 major guys from NorCal that couldn't make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The heavy hitters in NorCal that, in my opinion, Cedric and Crazy, they would have made top 8.
Right.
But they weren't there. So woulda, coulda, shoulda.
I mean, really, you got Chicago is like the west side of the Soul Calibur community as far as numbers goes. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that, East Coast doesn't travel.
Yeah.
Assholes. I said it and I'll say it again. Y'all are assholes. But it's because they sit there and say, well, why would I travel out to California or Chicago or Texas or Nevada or, you know what I'm saying, wherever, when I can go to, let's see, I'm in Jersey right now. I can drive down to Philly in a month. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to spend $400 or $500 to go out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
It's just
even
a
$400 or
larger player
$500
base.
points.
Yeah.
What's that?
I was just saying that there's a larger player, like a consistent larger player base on the Northeast. So
Yeah.
just it really affects turnout for tournaments. Unfortunately,
So I mean,
but, yeah.
it's hard, and I won't get into it now. That's something that it's a subject I'd like to bring up at a later time. But you know, some about what how we can improve on that. But
Mhm.
you know, little by little. But yeah, it's hard. It sucks, but you know, all we can do is just keep showing up. I mean, I know every one of us fucking traveled everywhere.
Not heating.
Yeah, what a
Not-
selfish, just wow, horrible person. Why is
Piece
he
I got
of
even?
bad
shit.
news for
Why
you
is
after
he
the
even
podcast.
here?
Piece of shit.
Why was he here in this podcast? He just
Piece
shouldn't.
of shit.
Just I'm just dropping him from the sponsorship. That's
I will kill you.
I'd like to see you try.
I'll
yo, things
cut your
just got
hair off.
dark. Yo, he's
Bitch, I already
bald.
cut my hair
He's
off.
he's
What you
bald.
got? What you got?
He's
I'll
bald.
I'm
break
bald,
your
too.
I'll break your sunglasses that you wear inside.
Yeah.
I got eye problems, man. Don't hate.
Yeah,
He's
I'd have
bad.
eye problems too if I had to look in the mirror if I were
It's pretty
you.
bad.
Oh
They're
jeez.
pretty ugly.
Yo, this just got like way
You're
dark.
a bitch.
Yo, playground insults.
Yeah, I'll take your
Too
lunch
real.
money, dog.
Welcome to the Soul Calibur community, folks. This is what we do.
This is it.
Don't
you can't
play Caliber.
can't roll with
Otherwise,
the big
someone will
ones
say something
like
mean.
we are in here.
Yeah, because I'm such an asshole that people just want to quit. Wah.
I've already quit 5
I'm gonna
times
say
since this
fuck
podcast
you
started.
to all those people who think I'm such a horrible person. I'm actually a nice
come
guy.
back.
He's a
But
great
But
guy.
please come back. Oh God, please come back.
But fuck you.
But please come
Yeah.
back.
No.
Hey,
fuck
he's
that.
a nice guy.
I do
Who just
miss,
threatened to kill me.
I miss Teflon. I do miss him.
He's a cool
He
guy.
was a character. He sucked his girl's toes or something.
Oh
Oh.
God.
Yo, sucking toes, yo.
Okay, so now that we have covered everything and that, also,
Heating
Is it
is
time
what-
to wrap it up?
is there anything else we can talk about?
I think that pretty much covers everything.
I
Jimbo.
mean, the next podcast is gonna be big if they bring me back because oh shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I-
we were kind of like we got sidetracked for this one so many times.
Cares.
I'd like to kind of make it up by putting out a few more, maybe like 2 more in the coming weeks. So we'll see about that.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, but as for upcoming content, I guess we can kind of talk about that. What are our plans moving on into February?
Come February,
Yeah,
I will kill everyone.
What are we gonna be doing? Because like I kind of mentioned in
You're
the
gonna
thread
be doing, little man.
that we kind of want to get into the actual, like real video content, not just podcasts. We want to kind of
We're gonna have cool tutorials.
stuff like that.
Stick
So
knives in my body and see what's going on in there.
we got accents now. all that
Are
good-
we still recording?
Yes.
We're
Yes,
recording.
okay.
Stop recording when I say so. You stupid idiot.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm at a loss of words.
This is the no laughing zone. So shut up. No. Guys.
Anyway,
Okay, so
what
we're
you
gonna be
got-
working on.
Winter Brawl.
I don't even.
You guys are talking all at once. It's
Yeah,
confusing me.
Great one. Go ahead. Say what you have to say.
I'm just saying you got Winter Brawl coming up. Y'all can. I mean, it's y'all's guys thing. I appreciate y'all having me on and let me rant and rave and bitch and all that shit.
That's what we're here for. To give people a voice.
But I know you got
mascot.
we got Winter Brawl coming up. Final round after that.
Yep. And of course, we have to mention in Europe we have World Game Cup coming up in
Oh my god.
that's March, right? Or
World Game Cup.
That's like the
Beginning of
week after.
I'm so rooting for Hyanmu.
Is he going?
Yes.
I think some of the Koreans are going. I'm not sure who.
He will be there.
If he is he actually? Because I remember you said you talked to him or something.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be there.
Okay.
He wouldn't come to.
I thought he said he couldn't travel because of work.
I think he told me. I was telling him to come to America, and then he's like, I think he mentioned he was going to World Game Cup, but
Okay.
I hope he's there so he can wreck some face.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. I mean, that's pretty much the biggest European event aside from EBO or EBO.
Ebo.
Whatever you want to say in Germany later on. But that's
Japanese. When's that Korean Japanese thing supposed to kick off?
I don't know. I actually haven't heard about that in a while because like the Koreans haven't been streaming so much.
I'm a little pissed off,
Really?
honestly, at this whole fucking thing that they're going to World Game Cup and not final round.
I
That makes me.
They're going, Zeph. I don't think they're going.
No, Japan. They're going to World Game Cup. That's what I heard.
We'll find out sooner or later.
We'll see. I guess as
Whatever the case is, it's bullshit.
yeah. I mean,
Because look at it, dude. At Evo, there was no European players in top 8. So if they're going to World Game Cup because they think it's free money. That's the only reason why I'd go. If I wanted to play better comp, it'd be at America.
Well, maybe they just want some free money.
Yeah,
also,
You have
like
to
I
respect
don't know how
I do respect that.
I don't know what traveling is. I know Japan is physically closer to the States than it is to Europe, so I don't know.
So yeah,
I mean,
fuck
but
that.
no, the
Something.
French are better organized too. They will reach out. They will help. They will spend funds.
Who?
They will. The French.
We do the same shit.
It's not the same.
We had $400 potential dollars for these dudes
For start, just to
That's
start.
for starting. Yeah. I'm not
Well-
trying to bag on the French because they're very supportive, but
Love the
it's
Frenchies.
just it's not even them I'm talking about. It's the Japanese players. Like, why don't you come back to America?
We probably, like I said though,
They're scared.
I've
Calling
heard
them out.
the other. We
See
probably
you.
should. What I'm saying is we shouldn't be talking about the Japanese because we really don't know yet. Because I've heard, oh, they're going to Cannes, and then I've heard, oh no, they're coming to final round because of the viola ban, and they travel in groups and they have viola players with them. So it goes back and forth. We don't know yet.
Well, I hope you guys, the Japanese players, come here. That'd be really fun.
You heard it here first. Come to America, 'cause it'll be fun.
It'd be really fun.
We'll get them some Popeyes.
Well, I think that Omega is gonna be at final round and
That'll be-
Lolo. So it'll be like final round will probably turn into who's gonna beat Omega,
Yeah.
which I'm very excited for because
This is
I
pretty much.
haven't played
He
him.
hasn't been active, or at least in like the tournament scene, since
Yeah,
last final round.
since he won $10,000.
Matt, yeah. Wait, was
Fuck.
that after final round or before?
That was
That was
after.
after
Okay,
final
'cause
round.
that final round was the qualifier for that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So, yeah,
we
that would be
our West Coast representative was no face killer. Doing the no face.
That was your fault for letting them win, NorCal.
I know.
Oh, that hurt my heart.
Yeah, me too. It's all good.
Oh, that room stunk
I
so bad.
wasn't ready, dude. I wasn't ready for it.
Shout outs to NorCal Regionals for having the jungle steam of funk.
Yeah.
That room. Jesus.
I don't get it because I smell so good, and these people smell so bad, and it's like I don't even do anything special. I just shower like a normal.
Just shower. That's all.
Yeah, and it's like what the fuck, dude? Jesus.
Like none of us would leave Crazy's house without showering.
But at Anaheim, I remember I was chilling, dude, and it was so hot that my deodorant evaporated. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? Never wear liquid gel deodorant in Southern California during the summer. It'll evaporate.
on a side note from that, those of y'all who room with other gamers and everything like that, and you share a hotel room or some shit like that, do not let them leave without showering.
And stop leaving chicken bones on the windowsill.
Yeah. No more of that, please.
And stop breaking my damn toilet and my shower.
And no
Fuck.
more, no leaving gifts in the sink.
Yeah, no throwing up in my sink. Like,
Nasty bastards.
Like that, that room was like it was a hazard by the end of the weekend. Like it was a concern to my health to be in that room for an extended period of time.
Got cancer from sleep.
Poor Canadians have never seen anything like that before in life.
It's a miracle that I have natural resistance to such harsh elements living in Canada. But if I was from any other country, I probably would have died there and then in that room. It was intense.
Yeah, I was near. I don't know. I think I developed asthma.
Oh my God.
It was a pretty bad situation.
Help us all out, and if you're rooming with somebody, wash your ass, leave, and when you come out, make sure that nobody else is left before they wash their ass. Get on them.
It takes 5 minutes to shower, so please shower.
You are going to stink. Go wash your ass. Wash it now.
Damn.
What are you doing? No, we're not worried about the rest of those people stinking. We're worried about us in this room. If everybody thinks like that, then it won't fucking stink, and we won't have the goddamn Ebola virus killing us at every one of these tournaments.
Fucking AIDS, man. Airborne AIDS.
Nobody
and the
wants
chicken bones.
to die from sickness.
From salmonella.
All those things. Just every sickness diabetes. You can get. Exactly. You're gonna get
And it's always worse on the West Coast, though. I don't know why. I don't know.
I can't speak on that. I mean, Evo seemed better, but then again, we didn't have people in the room because I won't get into that.
Evo was better because we didn't have stinky assholes in the room. It was all of us showered.
Yeah,
but
we had people in the room, but they were good.
They were there for 10 minutes.
And that.
I just remember 3 Asian dudes coming in. Me grab spamming Chen Chan and then them leaving. That's all I remember.
Oh my God, those were times. Anyways, we should probably get things wrapped up here. It is getting kind of late.
Oh snap!
He just dropped the call. Hopefully he's back by the time. Okay, he's coming back. But yeah, we're gonna be trying. Us as in SCTier is gonna be trying to get out more podcasts in the coming weeks. We have a few
video stuff.
Yeah, and we're gonna try and start getting into that stuff. That's a bit more time consuming, but if we have a specific goal or topic, that kind of stuff, it's far more easy for us to get that done. So if you have anything you want to see specifically, let us know. Like we mentioned earlier, we have our Twitter at SCTier. We have our personal Twitters. I'm at SCPartisan.
I'm at Xephukai.
Yeah, so there's those. Again, you can contact us on the forums, various ways. Yeah, let us know what you want to see. We really like involving the community. We want to put out stuff that's actually beneficial to you guys. We like seeing new players getting into the game, so hit us up. We'd really appreciate that. So.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. I'm pretty sure all of us are pretty fucking tired.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Oh yeah.
I'm running off
Spanish class.
Nino Cooney, man, that shit's
5 hours.
Damn.
Nino Cooney.
If anyone has anything else to say, do it now. We're gonna wrap things up.
Shout outs to
Great one.
those chicken wings on my windowsill at NEC. Probably the best part of my day, waking up to fucking 2-day-old chicken bones. That's about it. Shout outs to Corando for looking like he's pushing kilos. Shout out to the weird people down in Florida.
What?
Yep. Them face eaters.
Oh, that makes sense.
Shout out to my tryhards out there. Get at me. Shout out to my BFF.
Well, thank
only some people will know what that means. Shut up, Heaton.
Shout outs to Shenyuan, even though I know he's not listening to this.
Shout outs to Shan Yuan
Shout
for
out to the
looking
Shen
like
channel.
Shan
Chandra
Yuan.
off.
No, just
Shan Yuan
Shenyuan.
looks like an anime villain, dude.
He is beautiful.
Like he looks like, you guys ever seen Rurouni Kenshin?
Gorgeous.
No,
Do you remember the first villain on Rurouni Kenshin, the
No.
series,
I do.
when he had like black hair and shit?
You'll have to.
No, I
his
have
suit?
it on my nuts, dude. I don't watch that shit.
I think you do.
Well, maybe you should watch it, scrub. Maybe you wouldn't
Shout outs
suck
to
a caliper
Emo.
if
Shout
you.
outs to Emo for putting up that
Stand it.
vagrant great one.
Shut up,
giving him a
Heaton.
place
You
to
don't
stay.
get shout outs on our podcast.
I don't even get an introduction.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Shout outs to Virtual.
It's
Fighter.
very. Shout outs to Brad Burns.
Shout outs to this dude on Jimbo.
Shout outs to fucking ending this podcast already. Jesus Christ. We're done.
Wait,
Okay.
Cut it there.
How should we end it? We gotta end it all cool.
We'll
Like,
wrap it up. Thanks for watching, everybody. We really appreciate it.
YOLO.
Yeah, swag.
Swag.
We're fucking done.
all my
We're
home.
done.
Swag.
Cut it 5 hours ago.
That's game, player. We're out of here.